Everything you've been told about building strong shoulders is wrong. Heavier weight, more reps, more strain. That's the formula the fitness industry sold you. And in the next 90 seconds, you'll see exactly how it's quietly wrecking the one joint your entire upper body depends on. Because here's the truth almost nobody talks about. The shoulder isn't a muscle you build, it's a system you protect. And when that system breaks down, no amount of lifting will save it. Centuries before modern gyms existed, Shaolin monks understood this. They didn't train for the biggest shoulders in the room. They trained for shoulders that would still move, freely, powerfully, painlessly, 50 years later. Today, you're going to learn 6 movements built on that same principle. And by the end, you'll understand why the strongest shoulder isn't the one lifting the most weight. It's the one that never stops moving. 6 movements. Watch closely. This one restores the range you lost. This one wakes up muscles that have been asleep for years. This one teaches your shoulder blade to glide instead of jam. This one reverses years of forward-rounded posture. This one exposes hidden weakness in seconds. And this last one proves it all works under real load. Let's begin. Right now, do this. Stand tall, raise both arms straight overhead, and watch what your body does. Did your lower back arch? Did your ribs flare out? Did your shoulders creep up toward your ears? If any of that happened, your shoulders aren't broken. They're compensating. Compensation is silent. It doesn't hurt today. It doesn't hurt this month. It builds quietly, invisibly, until one day, a joint that used to move without thought suddenly can't reach behind your back, can't throw a ball, can't lift a box off a shelf without a jolt of pain. Modern life is the architect of this decline. Hours hunched over a keyboard, arms locked in front of the body, shoulders rounding forward a little more every day. Your body adapts to the position it lives in, and most of us live folded inward, closed off, weak in the exact muscles that are supposed to hold us upright. This isn't a strength problem, it's a forgetting problem. Your shoulders have simply forgotten how they were built to move. Here's where mainstream fitness gets it backwards. The real driver of shoulder health isn't how much you can press overhead. It's how well your shoulder blade, the flat bone gliding across your upper back, controls that movement. Scientists call this scapular control. The Shaolin never used that term, but they understood the principle instinctively. A joint that moves with precision wastes no energy and lasts for decades. A joint simply loaded with weight, without that underlying control, is a joint slowly being sacrificed for short-term results. It still moves, it still lifts, until, one day, it doesn't. 6 movements, 3 purposes. Restore movement, build stability. Teach it all to work as one system. Skip any one, and you're decorating a structural problem, not fixing it.
Wall slides.
Movement 1 of 6. Most people think shoulder mobility is about flexibility. It isn't. It's about control under motion. And this is where it usually breaks down first. Back against a wall, head, upper back, and hips lightly touching. Arms in a goalpost shape, elbows bent, forearms up. Slide them slowly upward, as high as you can without your lower back arching off the wall. The moment your ribs flare or your back peels away, your body has just confessed a weakness it was hiding. 8 to 10 slow repetitions. Precision first, but mobility alone won't protect you. What comes next is where careers quietly end.
Prone YTW raises.
Movement 2. The muscles behind your shoulder are usually far weaker than the muscles in front. Years of reaching, typing, and hunching forward have created a silent imbalance, and that imbalance is the hidden cause behind most shoulder pain. Face down, forehead resting on the floor, arms into a Y, lift and lower. Reform into a T, arms straight out to the sides, lift and lower. Bend your elbows into a W and squeeze your shoulder blades together like you're crushing something between them. 6 to 8 slow repetitions per position. Control over height, always. You're 2 movements in. If you're still here, you're already ahead of most people watching this. Most skip straight to the advanced moves and skip the foundation entirely. That's exactly why their shoulders never actually change. Stay with me. The next 3 movements are where it all comes together.
Scapular push-ups.
Movement 3, halfway there. Push-up position, knees down if needed. Elbows locked straight, no bending. Let your chest sink slightly toward the floor, then push the ground away, spreading your shoulder blades apart at the top. It barely looks like movement. That's the deception. You're teaching your shoulder blade to glide, stabilize, and support your arm through every future push, pull, and climb.
10 to 12 slow repetitions, never rushed. Band pull-aparts. Movement 4.
Almost every gym goer trains pulling with heavy rows and ignores the small, precise pull that actually protects the joint. Light resistance band, chest height, arms straight out in front. Slowly pull the band apart, driving your shoulder blades together. Return with control. This trains the muscles that stop your shoulders from collapsing forward, the exact direction most training ignores. Push, press, curl. Everything else pulls you further into the posture that's already breaking you down. This reverses it. 12 to 15 slow repetitions. Light resistance. Control is the point. 2 movements left. This is where most people would stop paying attention. Don't. These last 2 are the ones that actually prove the first 4 worked. Half kneeling bottom-up carry. Movement 5. Almost nobody does this one, and it's the one that exposes hidden weakness fastest. Half kneeling, 1 knee down. Hold a light weight, a kettlebell or water bottle, loosely gripped overhead in the opposite hand. Hold for 20 to 30 seconds without letting it wobble or drift forward. No momentum to borrow from, no way to compensate. Just your shoulder, alone, doing the job it was actually built for. This is also the exercise most people quit on first, because it exposes weakness in seconds instead of hiding it for months. 2 rounds per side. Start light. Control beats weight. Understand what you're actually doing right now. You're not chasing a bigger number on a barbell. You're rebuilding a system most people will never even think to question. That puts you in a different category. Someone training with intention, not ego. Weighted carry walk. Movement 6. The final piece. Everything you've built so far means nothing if it can't hold up under real load, moving through real space. Pick up a moderate weight in one hand, a dumbbell or heavy bag. Walk 20 to 30 steps, keeping your shoulder pulled down and back, resisting the pull toward your ear. Switch sides. This is the test. Mobility, stability, and control, all working together under tension. If your shoulder shrugs upward or your torso tilts, that's your body telling you exactly where the system still leaks. 2 rounds per side. Wall slides, 8 to 10 reps. Prone YTW raises, 6 to 8 reps per position. Scapular push-ups, 10 to 12 reps. Band pull-aparts, 12 to 15 reps. Half kneeling carries, 20 to 30 seconds per side. Weighted carry walk, 2 rounds per side. 2 to 3 full rounds, 3 to 4 days a week. Slow, deliberate, controlled, never rushed. This is the order the Shaolin principle demands. Restore movement first, build stability second, loaded under real conditions last. Skip a step, and you're building strength on top of a fracture that hasn't healed yet. Do this consistently for 6 months, and something changes that has nothing to do with how much you can lift. Reaching overhead stops feeling like a risk. Carrying, pushing, climbing, all of it starts to feel unshakable. Not because your shoulders got bigger, but because they finally remembered how they were built to move. Strong shoulders were never about the heaviest weight in the room. They were always about the joint that keeps moving freely, for years, not just for one workout.